Hello, everybody. Welcome to Podman Desktop Community Meeting. Today, October 23rd, 2025. Let me share the slides for today's agenda. Oops. Okay. We have some cool demos today. Search bar demo by Evzin, managed by a new feature going under development by Matt and Charlie. Llamastack with RAG by Brian. And we have some release 1.22 updates. Edie will be doing those for us. And a few general updates here and there. I think I can... Evzin, you are going to share your screen for the demo?
Oh, yes, that's
Okay,
correct.
let me hand that over to you. Give me 1 second.
All right. Probably, I guess, this. All right. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So, right now we have introduced the new experimental feature, which can be enabled in settings and then in experimental. And then if you scroll to the bottom of the screen, there is a new entry. It is called the search bar. And by enabling, you will get a new search bar icon. Then by clicking on it, you will get this pop-up window in which you can go between different tabs, like for example, all, commands, documentation, and go-to. Each of these options or tabs can be moved between them using your keyboard or any shortcuts that you can see on the top or on the bottom. Also this search bar allows you to filter out various options. So for example, when I type AI lab, the search bar will filter out all of entries where is AI lab mentioned. So here you can see there is extension AI lab, which I have installed. Then by clicking on it, the AI lab will be opened. Also, there is an option to directly search in our documentation by filtering out any text. So for example, I can open AI Lab installing in our documentation. Then by clicking on it, the new tab will be opened in your browser. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Evzin. Any questions on this feature? Evzin, one quick question. So this is we have this in 1.22 partially. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
But currently, it is in last main basically. So it will be a whole new feature, or all capabilities of this feature will be in upcoming release.
Thank you. I don't see any questions in the chat. Right. I think we can move to the next demo. Matt, do you want me to share the slides, or
yeah, that'll be good because then there's a video.
Okay, perfect.
Sound.
Let me share my screen.
All right. So the next part of this call, we're going to talk about managed configuration. So first, I wanted to give a little bit of an introduction of what exactly is managed configuration. So we have Podman Desktop right now. It's an application you install yourself, but we're seeing more and more organizations and enterprises interested in using Podman Desktop as well. So we're trying to make it easy for those big enterprises to install Podman Desktop on their employees' machines, and to make it so that those Podman desktops that are installed are automatically configured and automatically have certain defaults. For example, you might want to lock down certain settings, or even have some registries available that are default for all users, or a proxy that you use inside of your company to use to set that up for the employees, so they can just get up and running super fast. And that's awesome for the employees because they just start Podman Desktop on their laptop, and it's ready to go. So that's the goal with this managed configuration feature. So if you go to the next slide, the way we are implementing that is, as we all know, we have the settings.json file already. All of these files are in different places on each OS, so I won't go into details too much about it. But you have your settings configuration file that you can use today to configure certain things about Podman Desktop. For example, you can set up telemetry to be enabled, and when Podman Desktop exits, that it also closes itself instead of minimizing. Now, that's already existing. We're introducing two new files to kind of enable this managed configuration. The first one is the defaults.json file, and this is really a file that administrators would be putting onto your machine that has certain defaults set for you. For example, we could have also the same telemetry enabled files that, in case that you didn't have telemetry enabled, we could configure that for you. Or the example I used earlier, which is a more useful one probably, is having a defaults a default registry there for you. In this case, it's a registry mirror that automatically gets configured for you. Then an important detail about that file is that it will be read-only for the employees, so the administrators can make changes to them. But for the employees, these will just always stay there and kind of make sure that there's always defaults for them to go back on. Then in the third file we're introducing, the second file we're adding is the lock.json file, and this one is more to configure certain settings to kind of say, this is how we as the organization of the company want this configuration to be set, so you cannot change it. So in this case, it has telemetry enabled as a locked setting. So it means that in this case, whatever's in the defaults.json file is the enforced configuration. So if you go to the next slide, you can see how all of these three files would come together, right? So you would have the telemetry enabled was locked. So then it takes the settings from the default settings. The user settings that they already had are kept. And then there's defaults that are added from the defaults, like the mirror registry for the user. And in the sense, in this way, the user can keep configuring Podman Desktop in the way that they need it to be, but also the organization can help them get up and running faster. So to kind of not only show this with slides, we have a demo from Charlie to kind of show you how this is all working.
Can you
We
hear
don't
the
hear.
sound?
No, that was just going to say we don't hear.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Hi, my name is Charlie, and I will be demoing the Managed by settings for Podman Desktop. This is a upcoming feature where you can lock down some of the settings. It could be because of enterprise environments or business restrictions where you would like to have one of the settings locked down. A good example of this is I am on macOS, and sometimes there are issues with Rosetta. Rosetta is a translation layer between um, ARM and x86. Sometimes when you run x86 containers on macOS, it's not one-to-one versus if it was actually being ran in the x86 environment. Rosetta is meant as a translation layer versus a full virtual machine environment. And there are some circumstances that I would like it enabled or disabled. So for the purposes of this demo, I'll be showcasing this. This is our standard settings.json file. This is located here on macOS. Depending on your operating system, it will be different for Windows and Linux. For this is how we save our preference settings. In the preference settings, I have set podman.setting.rosetta to false. Now, with this upcoming feature, we'll have 3 separate JSON files. One, which will be settings, another, which will be default settings, which would be the recommended settings by your managed by configuration. And the last one is a locked.json file. This is important in that whatever is listed within this array under locked, it will prefer this value versus the one in here. For purposes of this example, I also did it with telemetry.enabled false because this is not in my preferences right now. This means that when I open Podman Desktop, we will lock these settings down. We'll make sure that telemetry.enabled is always set to false, and podman.setting.rosetta is always set to true. And what better way of showcasing this than actually within Podman Desktop? So in this case, I will Alt-Tab Podman Desktop, and I'll go under Preferences. Under Preferences, I'm going to search up telemetry. Into the telemetry section, you can see that it's locked down and it's disabled. I cannot change this value, nor can I reset it or do anything. It's locked down by my configuration. There's a small tooltip that was locked down by my system administrator, cannot be changed. Same thing could be said with Rosetta, in that in the extension, it's locked and I'm unable to change it. So this was the demo for our managed by configuration settings. We have PRs open if you want to try this and give some feedback. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Charlie. Matt, are there any closing comments on this?
No, I think Charlie did an excellent outro. Thank you.
Right.
Thanks.
Any other questions from anybody? I didn't see anything in the chat. All right. Brian, you're up next. Would you be sharing your screen?
Yep, I will. Yeah, give me 1 sec. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, is everyone seeing my screen? Okay, perfect. So I have a fun little demo here for AI Lab for Llamastack. So on the previous release, or I think the release before, we had a new feature that we could spin up a Llamastack container, but for the built-in UI, there was a RAG feature, but it couldn't be used because of a few errors. So now in the latest 1.9.1 release, we can use RAG in Llamastack. So I'll show a quick demo testing that. So the first thing we're going to do is just double check the version of AI Lab. It's indeed 1.9.1. Go here to AI Lab and we'll go down to the Llamastack tab here. We're gonna start up a Llamastack container. Or it's two containers really. There's a server and a front-end container. Cool. So now we have a couple of buttons here. We're gonna click on this one to open the UI. That was cool, it automatically switched. So now we're in the UI. You can see I have a few models registered here, and you could download them from the AI Lab catalog. So I have we're going to use Granite 4.0 Tiny, and then we're going to go to the RAG tab here. Now we could browse our documents here. So let's see what I have on my desktop. We'll do something small. I have a test PDF. So you click on that, it'll say it's uploaded successfully, and then you could name your database. So we could just call it this, and then you click on create document collections. Yeah, and as you can see, it's running, and then the vector database was created. So under the hood, we're using sentence transformer package, which uses I think it's all mini LMV2. It's a long name, but it's like one of the standard embedding models you would use for RAG. So now you could come down here and you click on direct, which basically uses RAG directly. They have an agent-based one, but I think that one allows you to use the model, and the model could detect if you want to use RAG or not, but it's a bit more intense. Excuse me. So we'll use direct for now, and then you could select your database. Sorry, by intense, I meant like computational heavy. So for the demo, it'd take a little while to run. Then you could select your model and you could ask it a question. So let's see. So I just asked, what the test PDF has in it. It should give me an output that has the related info. Yeah, so I didn't show you guys what the PDF actually has, but that is correct. So the test PDFs says, if you have this, you have Adobe Acrobat Reader installed on your computer, which is funny that Adobe had this test PDF for some reason. I found it on the internet. I thought it was really funny, so I used it. But let me see if I could pop open that. There we go. So it was indeed correct. And I haven't tested this with like big PDFs. It might take a while since right now I didn't enable GPU support. But it should work for all PDFs, and it works for Markdown and text files as well. I think in the UI here it'll say exactly it'll use text, PDF, doc, doc files. And yeah, under the hood, so Llamastack is using their own built-in RAG pipeline. It's using I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's FICE. It's like Facebook's vector database, and with I think their own built-in pipeline. But yeah, that's all. Uh, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Brian. That's pretty cool. Any questions for Brian? All right, moving along. Edie, I will share my screen, right?
Yes, please.
Yes, give me 1 second. All right.
All right, thank you. Hello, everybody. So Podman Desktop 1.22 is out now. I'm going to do a quick review of what's new in this release. It will be pretty quick this time, I promise. So we've got 60 new features in 27 bug fixes and 200 other commits. This is based on our GitHub history, so there might be some inconsistencies here, but it's more than 230 commits, so pretty big release again. To sum up what's new, what's visible, what is the greatest visible impact, a few things here. There is a new Explore features section on the dashboard. I will shortly show you in the running app. There is also a new possibility to switch in between rootless and rootful modes for Podman machines without deleting them. There is a new way to apply Kubernetes YAMLs within your pods page, and a few more items like transparent proxy support. This is especially useful if you have like an enterprise setup or you're behind the transparent proxy. And there's also a new installer for Windows for ARM64. I will now take over the screen sharing and I'll show you where to find these new features. So let me share this view. And as you can see, I'm using the latest 1.22 release. And right on the dashboard, you can see there's a new section here with Explore features. What this thing allows you is to explore features. Surprise. For example, you can manage your Kubernetes environment or manage containers. I believe that there should also be like browsing extensions and so on. So that might eventually be expandable. But hopefully this will make your onboarding easier a little bit. This is interactive, and you should be able to proceed further by clicking these cards buttons. So that's one of the new things that you will realize right away when you run the new version. Another thing that I mentioned during the slides presentation was applying a YAML file from scratch. So let's say you want to apply YAML before you had to have the file on your file system. Now you can create it from scratch. So there's a new code editor. I've got like an example YAML file that I just took randomly from somewhere, just to demonstrate that this is text editor with syntax highlighting, which will allow you to see clearly what you wrote. And by using this, you don't have to save the file to your file system at all. So that's another new thing. Maybe the last one that I would like to show you is when I go to resources page, you can see I've got my Podman machine here, and I can now edit the machine and change if it runs as root or not from this screen right away, just enabling or disabling it. So it was disabled before. When I enable it, it will switch the mode, so you don't have to recreate it. And it should just work right away. So that's just a small updates of the most visible changes for you. If you are interested in seeing more, please go to our website, go to the latest release notes. You will find much more there, or feel free to reach out. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie. Any questions, comments on the new release that's went out? Right. Give me 1 second. Okay. The release that went out, 1.22, we had quite a few contributors outside of our team. So thank you so much for doing that. You can see this printed in on our website blog for the release. So again, thank you for the contributions. Some couple of new updates. Hacktoberfest is still going on. The month of October is not yet over. So whoever have contributed so far, thank you so much. The instructions on how to go about contributing, we have the blog. Please do visit that. Also, if you have to look at the issues and search for Hacktoberfest as a label, you would be able to find those in the issues that are good first issues that you would be able to contribute to. We have KubeCon NA coming up in November. We are happy to say that we have a kiosk there. We have 2 members from our team who will be there at the kiosk. So please, if you are going to be at KubeCon, do visit our kiosk. If you have questions, discuss it, your use cases. We'd be really happy to hear from you. So it's on November 13th. The kiosk is around 10:20 to 2 p.m. And this is the kiosk number. Thank you. And the last part of the updates was we do not have a meeting next month, that is November 27th, due to Thanksgiving and holiday over here. What we are doing is we are moving this meeting to December 11th, which is again a Thursday. The time remains the same, 9 to 10 a.m. EST. This would be our final meeting for this year. And starting January again, we will be going back to the same schedule, that is 4th Thursday of every month, again, 9 to 10 a.m. EST. We will be putting out information over other social media as well, discussing the time changes. Yeah. These were all the updates I had. Any questions, discussions that people would like to bring up? I see new faces here. Ed Haynes, Steve K. Welcome to the Podman Desktop community meeting. If there are any concerns, questions, or things that you would like to bring up, please don't hesitate. Sounds good, Steve. Thank you. Laura, I see you there as well. I know you're no more a new member here, so thank you again for coming to the meeting. Appreciate your support. All right.
Can I add something?
Sure, Masha, go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to mention that we want to keep the sort of line of feedback open for our users, and I just wanted to invite everybody to reach out at any time. And if people want to sort of message us on Slack and Discord through Podman Desktop, leave us feedback, leave your email, or sign up to be an early adopter. We're always here. We always welcome all kinds of feedback, good or bad, or either way. And then we also want to invite people to sort of reach out if they want to share their feedback with us in any shape or form through email or through message, or just maybe have a short call. And that's all.
Thanks, Masha. Sounds good, Ed. All right. So again, reminding, we do not have a meeting on November 27th. Next time we'll be meeting is December 11th, 9 to 10 a.m. EST. Again, thank you everybody for presenting. Thanks a lot. See you in December.